It's not the lack of our potential that holds our businesses back, but the level of financial literacy and our willingness to evaluate our own behaviors that really holds us back. So if we can address those things, then we can really succeed.
Thank you for tuning into Time for You Evolve for female entrepreneurs. Remember, you have what it takes to achieve greatness. Your time is now. You're here with me, you're ready to change lives, and you're ready to change the world. Isn't it time to skip over the confusion and start creating sustainable and consistent results? We're going to pull back the curtain and start giving meaning to life in this podcast. Time for You Evolved. Hey, my name is Lisa Carmichael, and I am obsessed with everything online. It's no secret, in this crowded and highly competitive business world, we need to stand out. It's even more important at a deeper level to stand up for ourselves. I am a farm girl who grew up shy with zero confidence. If someone had suggested that I would eventually start a podcast, I would never have believed it. As a farm kid, I had the unique opportunity to embrace a holistic approach to life. All the seasons of growth were lessons that have helped me and other female entrepreneurs find success when they've been stuck and struggling. The Time for You Evolve podcast is here to help you navigate business online so you can be laser focused and help you navigate the messy and the magical in every season of your business. Pull up a seat to hear the tried and true secrets that other female entrepreneurs like you are facing, and get ready for real talk while you learn. This is the Time for You Evolved podcast. Hey there, entrepreneurs, ready to work smarter, not harder? Then you're in for a treat. Let's talk about video marketing, the smart approach that attracts, retains, and converts faster than any other strategy out there. Hey, I get it. Video marketing can be daunting. You know, you should be doing it, but you're not quite ready to take that leap, or you're frustrated because you're not looking like a pro. Hey, I get it. Who can blame you? Creating videos can be frustrating, time-consuming, and downright intimidating. That's where Big View comes in. It's the solution for your frustration. With Big View, you can create professional videos with ease thanks to its teleprompter app. I've been using Big View for years. Did you know that? Big View is an app that has saved me a lot of time and hassle. The app makes it easy to create professional looking videos. It's an online teleprompter that allows the presenter to keep eye contact with the camera while reading the text they need to speak. Using a teleprompter app allows the reader to sound natural without cue cards or notes to fumble or looking down while you're speaking. And the best part is that Big View allows you to focus on your performance and delivery so your confidence shines through. You get to keep eye contact with the camera while you're reading your script. Whether you're a marketer, a blogger, a trainer, a freelancer, a publisher, or business owner, Big View is designed with you in mind. If you're ready to take your video marketing game to the next level, click on the Big View link on my website, lisarcarmichael.com/bigview. Join me and be the best presenter you can be and learn how to make great presentations. And that's lisarcarmichael.com/bigview. Well, good morning, Carrie. Thank you so much for joining me here in my podcast, Time for You Evolved. I am so excited to have you with us on the podcast today. I want to tell you a little bit about what I know about Carrie. And Carrie Cook is, first of all, she's the founder of Revive Financials, Clean and Simple Bookkeeping, and Sovereign Wealth. So she has this trio of these small businesses that are focused on money and women in small business. What I love about Carrie is that she's so dedicated to supporting women and empowering female business owners. And she has this amazing knack of creating connections. And her connections are strong. I have never known anyone else to have such like just deep connections with people. I love that about you, Carrie.
Thank you.
Your your work is rooted in the belief that success comes when women support each other.
Very much so. Yes, very
Yeah.
much so.
I don't know when we as women, when it finally hits us that it's not a competition,
Mm.
that our success is what we could share and how we can support each other. So that really is one of your guiding principles, because Carrie really is committed to helping others make meaningful financial strides in their journey toward a balanced, fulfilling life. Carrie, we can find you giving inspiring presentations, you give workshops, and you offer one-on-one guidance. As an entrepreneur, how did this all come to be?
Well, first of all, Lisa, thank you for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to talk to your audience. One of the interesting parts about me is that I've not always been successful. I mean, I think that's part of what makes me successful today is really falling on my face and failing. I think what happens in our lifetime, if we're lucky, is that we have the opportunity to take a good, strong look at what has occurred in our lives and make adjustments so that we can go down a different path. And I think that's kind of where my story begins. One of my opportunities in this world has been to go back to school at the age of 50 and get a degree, a master's degree in business finance, which allowed me an opportunity to really understand what goes on in business at a higher level and then apply it to the businesses that I see on a daily basis. I have been pulled to help other women organizations. My mind is like theirs, my behaviors are like theirs, my life is like theirs, and I understand them at a much deeper level than I do the men that I work with. With Revive Financials, I had an opportunity to walk into women's businesses and see a part that they don't really show other people. And in understanding how they're operating and understanding how their brain worked, I needed to develop some other tools for them to help them achieve a greater revenue. One of the things I've noticed is that with QuickBooks, people often think that they're doing their accounting well and right, and they're not. And so I added on clean and simple bookkeeping as an adjunct to Revive Financials because people need an opportunity to have QuickBooks done correctly for them at the beginning. So once Clean and Simple was established as a bookkeeping company, I recognized that there's additional conversations happening where women don't understand very simple bookkeeping reporting and terminology. And I started to look and listen to what they were saying. And I think listening to what they were saying, I could recognize the childhood behaviors that continue to run in their adult businesses. And I think it's something that we all need to take a real strong look at to determine what are we bringing with us from our childhood. We were raised differently than male business owners, and we had different solutions to our problem solving, often involving family members helping us financially instead of helping ourselves. When I am listening to women speak about their businesses, I'm really hearing lack of tools, lack of where to go, not understanding things like cash flows and what a profit and loss statement looks like. And it's real simple if you know that you're in need of it. It's really hard if you are afraid to ask for help. And
I
so,
think,
go
yeah,
ahead.
I think women become overwhelmed. They get that feeling of overwhelm because they don't understand it,
Yeah.
because they don't want to understand it.
And overwhelm leads to shame. And we've shamed enough. We don't need to be shamed here, too.
So, what's one piece of advice that you would give to women when they're feeling overwhelmed by managing their business finances?
Feeling overwhelmed in financing is, I think, a pretty normal hurdle. I think that as women, we're juggling so many things that the finance just kind of piles up on top of each other's like bills, and it's not a problem we can solve easily, so we choose not to address it. If you're feeling that, I think the first thing you need to do is to realize that you are not alone, that 95% of the women you know are in this situation. And as a group, we need to get out of it. I would suggest the first thing that you can do is download all of your transactions from all of your accounts. Just download them into an Excel spreadsheet. Close that up, say that's a great day. And in a week, I'd like you to go through it and take a look at what is on that Excel spreadsheet so that you start to understand where your money is going. I think we have a tendency to buy shiny things at the drop of a hat because we need to feel better about ourselves often. And the shiny things are things that are going to get in our way. So if we can download that information, our financial history for the year, and really take a look at it over time, you're going to find a lot of compassion for yourself. You're going to find a lot of spaces where you can change your behaviors and some places where you can really improve your outcomes. That would be the very first thing I'd tell you.
So, do you feel that when it comes to finances, that it's something that we need to take a look at every single day, or is it more of a weekly
Mhm.
DMO, or a method of operation, I should say, or is it a monthly, or do we wait until the end of the year when our accountant wants to do our taxes?
Well, we are not waiting to the end of the year, Lisa.
What are you an advocate of?
For me, I look at my numbers every day. I look at my numbers. I don't look at my money. I look at my numbers. And I think that's the difference. I'm not traumatized by how much is there or how little is there. I'm searching for information on how things are flowing. So if you're a novice at finance, I think probably important for you to look at it weekly so that you have a real good understanding of where you are. It's not your focus, and your focus is your passion. You probably need to stay in your own lane and deal with your passion. But I would probably get an accountant or a bookkeeper at least who can handle your money, handle your transactions, not your money, and help you understand the things that you're doing right, the things that you could improve on, and the things that you should absolutely stop doing.
And when does a female entrepreneur get to the point where she does hire an accountant or bring on help to do some of those financial pieces?
There are two answers to that, Lisa. The first is if you have no passion for numbers, I would get somebody to help you right away. And the second answer would be you don't need to have a CPA right now. At the end of the year, when you're doing your taxes, you should ask some specific questions. They should actually offer you some specific answers so that you have a plan for the following year. And then maybe check in on a quarterly basis with your CPA. There are quarterly taxes that are due for S Corps. So you may be lucky enough to be in that um, group. And at that point, you would need to be filing on a quarterly basis. So a relationship with your CPA every quarter would be good. Bookkeeper is a fairly inexpensive, very nice tool. A bookkeeper is somebody who is going to add all of your receipts into a software program and really keep a record for you. So you are free to build the passion that is keeping your business strong, but know that you have somebody in your corner who has an eye on your finances as well.
And what kind of a communication plan should you have when you have a bookkeeper? Is this a weekly check-in or
Um, well, Lisa, that comes down to how many different accounts you're dealing with. So if you are a small business and you have one or two accounts, you probably would be okay with once a month. If you are a bigger or a more active business, you have lots of accounts. It'll depend on the cadence that you want to do with your bookkeeper, but I would suggest every 2 weeks, just
Hmm.
kind of checking in.
I love this conversation because as women, I feel that most women want to be in control of everything. And
Yeah.
hiring that bookkeeper is a small step in letting go of control.
Mhm.
So I encourage listeners to consider it if you haven't or if you don't already have a bookkeeper, because it is freeing. And that accountability is so helpful when it comes to running a business.
Yeah.
So let's just talk a little bit about this mastermind that you've created. And it's called Sovereign Wealth. And what makes it unique, and how does it help women take control of their financial journey?
Well, I think it's unique in that it's really focused in on entrepreneurial women. This is not a program that's available to everybody out in the community. This is really tailored to women entrepreneurs. And I think it's really all about taking a look at the wounds that we've had, the injuries that we've recovered from, divorce, broken hearts, childhood, student loan debt. I don't, every other kind of debt you can have, we need to understand that. We find ourselves repeating behaviors that we have had since our childhood, things that we thought were the right way. And they're detrimental to the actual gross revenue that we can create in our businesses. We are stumbling upon how to spend money in our businesses. We're stumbling upon how we pay our own wages in our businesses. So, as far as entrepreneurial women is concerned, this is a program that basically it's sort of like a blueprint, I guess, on how to move forward. The first thing that we do is we deal with the issues of our past lives. We deal with the monetary situations that we have found ourselves in, and we really evaluate them with adult eyes, eyes of an adult entrepreneur. We are brilliant. I mean, every one of us who is a female entrepreneur, we're brilliant, but we all have stumbling blocks. And I think that to get over money stumbling blocks, we really have to evaluate them, look at them deeply, do some therapy with that, and then move on to how do we move forward with this new understanding of our own behaviors. So as far as the community is concerned, I think that the women entrepreneurs really are alive when it comes to trying to get additional education for their businesses. I think that's why I think this is a great piece for them.
As you were talking about that, I was thinking how women really dig in and they try to understand, they dig in deep. And I don't think men, when they were creating businesses, the businesses that they had, did they have resources like this? The old boys club, is this what they were talking about? How did they figure it out?
Lisa, I really don't know. I know that I was a child. I would go to my father when I needed money. Dad, I need, and he would hand it right over. I would go to my husband and I would say the same thing. I don't know how to get out of this problem, and he would fix it. And I was not taught the tools of helping myself. I don't know what the Old Men's Club has for tools. I think I think it has a lot to do with mentorship. And I don't think women mentor as far as finance is concerned. We mentor other things, but I don't think that we've evolved to the point of mentoring for finance. And I think men probably have. Um, I don't really know the answer to that though.
Well, I'm quite sure it goes back to the people who you surround yourself with.
Mm.
And men can be social. I mean, being out on the golf course,
Right.
tons of men's clubs. And I'm quite sure that competitiveness was there. So maybe that elevated everything for them versus
Yeah.
we were we weren't doing those things.
We're not motivated by money very hard. Men are very much motivated by money. They had a different
Mhm.
responsibility ingrained in them. And I think that this is becoming really sexist, and I don't mean it to be, but it really does come from hunters and gatherers. And our job, my job, the way I was trained as a child, my job was to take care of everything and everyone. And my brothers were trained to make money. So I just think that our educations were different. Our focuses, our strategies, our disciplines were different. I don't really know.
Interesting. So, more about your mastermind. Have you had any memorable moments from your mastermind or your workshops or even your one-on-one sessions that remind you of why you do this work?
Mhm. We hold on to our secrets, and it's really, really hard to get anyone to just release those. And once we release our secrets, we can deal with all the emotion that comes with it, but it's the holding on that really holds us back. And I've had two amazing women who have come to me and told me really amazing stories. And there's tears and there's blubbering and there's misunderstanding and there's shame and there's all the horrible things. And when you look at it in adult eyes, you can see that it was just a child crying out for attention. It had nothing to do with their behavior. And that it's so wonderful to be able to point that out and see the transition or the transformation in the other person's face. It's like, oh, oh, that makes sense. And it's this huge relief and release. And I've really enjoyed being a part of that. When I started this business, I had no idea how impactful it would be to women in my circles. And it's been a game changer. And I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of that.
And I love that it came because you were vulnerable and you were open to saying, "Hey, I didn't succeed, but this is where I'm at." And everyone really met you where you were at, and that made the difference. So, how do you stay motivated and balanced with having three businesses?
And what you really mean is, when do you sleep?
Uh-oh.
Each of my three businesses really has a different flavor. And my clientele for each business is very different. And so it just feels like I can rotate through them in a day or in a week. And I am really able to fulfill all of my needs. I'm really proud of all the things that I'm offering in the big circle that I take in as I do this work. So I think doing the work motivates me. I'm really motivated by the women that I meet who are not a part of my business circle, but are a part of my network. And I'm very motivated by them. I love hearing their stories. I love helping them. I don't always charge for my services. Often I see someone who really needs some help and I know that I can help them, and I do.
When women talk about prioritizing time for themselves, how important is that to you when you're already filling your cup by helping other women?
There's this entire idea of retirement out there, and I'm close, but I can't imagine it because every single day that I go to work, I am fulfilled, and I'm living my best life, and I have no idea what it would mean to not participate, not give back to the community that I am a part of. So I am so fulfilled. One of my favorite things about when I do need my cup filled is I have two small programs that I put together. I call them programs. Maybe I shouldn't. I do lunch once a month as a accountability group. There are 8 of us who get together on a monthly basis and we talk about our businesses. And it's so wonderful to be able to share that knowledge with other people, that growth, those questions, those answers. I'm really filled up when I have had lunch and I can move on because the women I'm lunching with are so incredibly smart. And if you have an opportunity, I certainly would encourage you to build your own accountability group and really become a part of a strong group of women who can help you as you go through your businesses year after year.
I love that. Because I think most women are so focused on prioritizing their time in spending time alone versus filling their cup by being surrounding themselves with other people, inspiring people. So all the self-care, yes, it's important. It's incredibly important. But and I bring it up because of the name of the podcast is Time for You Evolved. And I think we get stuck on I need to do certain things to take care of myself. So I love that. And I'm glad you've been surrounding yourself with people to
I think
to
one of the I
go
think one
ahead.
of the things about me is my need to take care of other people. I believe that's part of my motherhood trait, I guess. And being able to see when other people are in need or could benefit from something really lights my fire. I really like that. So when I need to have some infusion of energy in myself, I really try to find those women, not socialization as an entity, but those women. And it really fills me up. I really appreciate that.
What's next for you and your business? Are there any new workshops coming up or on the horizon or anything new?
So, with Sovereign Wealth, we have our new series coming out in January. There's two series. The first series, series number one, is for people who are brand new to my organization, who really want to understand their roots on how money behaves in their own circumstances and how they can address those leftover behaviors. And series two is actually applying the things that you learned in series one to your business to increase your revenue, your net revenue, as well as generate more gross revenue. But the focus for me is the net revenue, making sure that you have set up a wage for yourself, making sure that you have some type of a retirement account built out, making sure that you have some kind of a contingency account, and also a reinvestment account for your business. I like to put 16% of my gross revenue into a reinvestment. It's something that's growing your business through uh, assets. When I think about the series two, I get pretty excited because it's all about the growth and the application of your lessons. Series one is a really important piece of it. You can't go to series two without having really addressed series one, and that's the initial behaviors that we need to change in order for you to be successful, more successful.
Will series two be open only to those who have completed series one? Okay.
Yes, it will.
And when are you opening up series one to our listeners so they can jump in?
Series one will open January 9th. We do an hour and a half class on Zoom uh, on Thursdays at 1:30, 1 o'clock to 2:30 Central Time. And we are a small group. It's usually less than 5 people at a time. So you get to know the people that you're in the group with, and it becomes a very safe place to grow.
How did you come up with the name Sovereign Wealth?
To be sovereign means to actually have the ultimate power over your life. We think of the word sovereign as royalty, but it also has a second meaning in that it is all about individual power. And when I was thinking about a name for this, what I was really trying to achieve is financial literacy for women, women who could actually have the education and then the power to actually succeed on their own. So when I played around with the name a little bit, sovereign was what I wanted. So sovereign wealth.
That's so beautiful. So, where can our listeners connect with you and learn more about your work?
I am at sovereignwealth.com. I think, Lisa, will you put that in the
I'll put
chat?
that in the show notes.
Okay, in the show notes.
Yeah.
Sovereignwealth.com. Yeah,
Okay. And that's the easiest way to get involved with a workshop
yes.
and learn more about
Our
Carrie Cook.
website is our website is pretty filled up with good information. If you had additional questions, you could certainly email me at carrie@sovereignwealth.com.
Sounds good. Do you have any additional wisdom that you would offer Carrie? the younger Carrie, the younger version who started out as a female entrepreneur versus where you're at right now?
That is such an interesting question, Lisa. Um, I think that I wouldn't be who I was had I not gone through all of the things that I've gone through. Really would have appreciated not having gone through them, but I don't think that I would have the same value that I do today. One of the important pieces that I learned through in my lifetime was you surround yourself with something and it becomes you. If you work in a jewelry store, you're going to have pretty nice jewelry. If you work in a shoe store, you're going to have pretty nice shoes. If you work with money, your values are going to change greatly and you're going to become much more attuned to how money can help you and how money feels and how it can be used as a tool. So one of the things that I would have loved to have told myself is get the accounting degree, just get the accounting degree. But if not, start to get an education on how money can work for you.
It's so true.
Mm,
When I think back to years ago being afraid of having a financial consultant
mhm.
because I didn't want anyone to know where I was, so that I wasn't as successful as I thought I should be.
Right.
And when you have someone who lives and breathes that industry, it's a game changer.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. It's
So.
not the lack of our potential that holds our businesses back, but the level of financial literacy and our willingness to evaluate our own behaviors that really holds us back. So if we can address those things, then we can really succeed.
Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Carrie. You have shared some amazing wisdom with our listeners today. And please go to Carrie's website, sovereignwealth.com. And with that, thank you so much, Carrie. I really appreciate you being here.
Lisa, it was so nice to be here. Thank you. I really appreciate that you have the volume of listeners that you do who can actually embrace the things that you're sharing with them. You're a very important person in our community, and I really appreciate you offering me this opportunity. Thank you.
Wasn't that an incredible conversation with Carrie Cook? I am so grateful she took the time to join us here on Time for You Evolve. Her passion for empowering women in business and her expertise in guiding financial success are just so inspiring. Carrie has this amazing way of making complex topics feel approachable. And I hope you found her advice as valuable as I did. If you're looking for someone to help you take meaningful financial strides, she is definitely someone to connect with. Thank you for tuning in today. I'm so grateful for you as my listeners. Until next time.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Time for You for Female Entrepreneurs. If you loved this episode as much as I did, head on over and rate and subscribe so you never miss an episode. New episodes drop every week, and if you want to support the show, leaving a review goes a long way. A special shout out to our amazing partners and sponsors. Their support allows us to continue bringing you engaging content every week. And with that, a big thank you. I look forward to seeing you next time. If you're ready to supercharge your email marketing and automation game, look no further than my favorite autoresponder, Active Campaign. It's the ultimate all-in-one platform designed to turn your contacts into customers and your customers into loyal advocates. Imagine having a tool that not only understands your customers, but anticipates their needs. That's what Active Campaign does. With its powerful customer experience automation, you can create personalized journeys that nurture leads, drive sales, and build lasting relationships. The biggest reason I chose Active Campaign after trying other autoresponders is because I wanted to make sure my emails were being delivered and not going into spam. I need to know that my emails actually get to the people I'm emailing so that I have good engagement rates, response rates, and click-through rates on every email I create. then I can have peace of mind that what I send out about my blog posts or upcoming events gets delivered and that people get to read what I write. And since it's just me, using ActiveCampaign saves me a bunch of time because I've been setting up automations that I can just drag and drop, allowing me to save hours of time. Not only have their pre-built automations and integrations saved me time, I'm able to power a personalized marketing plan throughout the customer's life cycle. In the end, I really want to personalize my message and make sure that each person is getting a unique email tailored to them, because I don't want to be sending bulk cookie cutter emails. I want to make sure that my customers and community is getting things that are tailored to them as much as I can. Email marketing doesn't have to be crazy where you're not just pushing information. ActiveCampaign teaches you how to be pulling information as well. I appreciate the value I've received from ActiveCampaign when it comes to creating and managing email campaigns. The support through webinars, live chats, and live study halls have been very helpful in maximizing their platform and a great alternative to those other email services I've tried in the past. ActiveCampaign allows me to build a business without relying on advertising. It has simplified my marketing processes, saving me time, which allows me to focus on what I do best, serving my customers. Whether you're a small business or just starting or a seasoned entrepreneur, ActiveCampaign scales to meet your needs and grows with you. If you're ready to up your marketing game, go to my website, lisarcarmichael.com/ActiveCampaign. That's my partner link, and sign up for a free trial. Experience firsthand the power of ActiveCampaign and take your marketing to a new level. Don't miss out. Stay ahead and stay automated with ActiveCampaign. Go to lisarcarmichael.com/ActiveCampaign for your free trial. Hi friends. Today let's have a heart-to-heart about something that's been a significant part of my life, skincare. As a busy female entrepreneur, I need a skincare routine that's quick, easy, and super effective. Turning 60 didn't bother me because I've been taking care of my skin every day for 20 plus years. I didn't always, but I'm glad I did start when I did. Let's fast forward to 1 year ago, and let me tell you about a game changer for me. I stumbled across my secret weapon, Droplet. Droplet is not your typical skincare company. It's a revolutionary approach that delivers personalized monthly skincare subscriptions tailored to your specific skin type. The magic lies in the Droplet Micro Infuser, a device that creates microscopic droplets from formulated capsules, expelling them at a high velocity to infuse ultra-concentrated active ingredients deep into your skin. Now, I'm a self-proclaimed skincare junkie. I've tried it all, from serums to spa treatments, and even once selling a natural body care line. So when I heard about Droplet, I knew I had to give it a shot. I can confidently say it's made a remarkable difference in my skin and my routine. The Droplet Skincare Micro Mist Infusing Device is a game changer. It uses a gentle mist to penetrate ingredients 20 times deeper through micro mist technology. It works with formulated capsules similar to an espresso machine, allowing you to infuse the treatments that are right for you into, not just onto, your skin. Here's how Droplet works. Choose your serum, collagen, retinol, glycolic acid, or maybe a lip plumper. Insert the capsule, hold the device to your face, and press the button. A fine mist of the serum is released onto your skin, targeting your face, your neck, chest, anywhere you want to focus on. These misting capsules have transformed my skincare routine. The results are incredible, from increased resilience to fading hyperpigmentation. Why do I love Droplet? It's quick, easy, and the capsules are recyclable. No cleanup, no hassle. And here's the bonus. Droplet's formulas are clinical strength, dermatologist recommended, cruelty-free, sulfate-free, paraben-free, gluten-free, soy-free, fragrance-free, and vegan-free. It's a skincare lover's dream. If you're looking to level up your skincare routine and evolve beyond the basics, Droplet is your answer. Plus, they offer free skin consultations with their estheticians to address your skin concerns. Investing in a good skincare routine and self-care is crucial for any woman, especially us busy entrepreneurs. First impressions matter, and you want to put your best face forward. It's time to evolve and embrace the next level of skincare. Head over to the Droplet link on my website today, where you can start your own personalized Droplet routine. Here's to glowing, radiant, and fiercely beautiful you, no matter what age you are. Go to lisarcarmichael.com/droplet.